Hello everyone, this is Fine from Awesome Tech Gaming Pro. I hope you all are well. Today I'm going to talk about the 3TV, the Samsung S95C left side, middle side, Sony A95L and right side, LG G3. On 2022, we saw a new variation of OLED hit the market courtesy of Samsung display. qd-oled merges two of the most prominent TV display technologies, OLED and quantum dot, in order to boost the brightness and color reproduction of standard OLED displays. Only two qd-oled TVs hit shops last year. Samsung was the first to throw its hat in the ring with the S95B qd-oled. It earned 5 stars, but it has excellent vibrancy and dynamism as well as its comprehensive gaming support. Sony followed shortly after the A95K qd-oled. Considering how much we like these two qd-oleds, you can imagine how excited we are to find out about Samsung and Sony's 2023 replacement models, imaginarily titled S95C and A95L respectively. I have had two hands-on sessions with the A95L and so I have a pretty good idea of what it can do. Consider this an early comparison based on what I have experienced thus so far, what we know from the previous generation models and information that Samsung and Sony have released. Like most consumer goods, TVs are getting more expensive. Both the Samsung S95C and Sony A95L are more expensive than their predecessors. In some territories, at least in the US, the A95L is a little cheaper than the A95K. But how do they compare actually? The price difference is $500. Both Sony and Samsung feature the same second generation qd-oled that comes in familiar 55 and 65 inch screen sizes last year. However, the 77-inch variant for both models is a new addition. LG G3 also is very impressive also. Samsung Display is obviously eager to capitalize on qd-oled and push development forward. So introducing new size options to expand the range is a good start. Both models also feature thin bezels on Sony A95L and Samsung S95C and include a standard in the box for convenient placement on a media unit. Although they can both be wall mounted if you are so desire, Samsung opts for a center mounted low profile square pedestal, whereas Sony has swapped its incredibly heavy stand for the A95K for a pair of angled feet. The versatile stand from the Sony A95K will be missed as it could be mounted in two ways to either sit flush against a wall or give the TV a floating appearance, but its deceiving mass would be a problem. The Sony A95L's feet can be positioned more centrally on the 77-inch model to reduce its footprint, but not on the 55 and 65-inch variants. All models can be raised to accommodate a soundbar. Samsung's TV features a strikingly thin design. In fact, the set itself is a uniform thickness of 1 cm throughout. This is achieved through the use of Samsung's One Connect box, which is an external hub that houses the guards of the TV as well as all of the connections. This clever design means the TV itself remains clutter-free. The Sony, on the other hand, is little chunkier, partly because the internal components and connections are on the main body of the TV, but also because its innovative audio system involves actuators that vibrate the qd-oled panel in order to generate sound. It's something of a case of function over form, although it must be said that the A95L, while thicker than most OLED TVs, is very stylish with it. As you would hope for two 2023 flagship OLED TVs, both the S95C and Sony A95L are absolutely feature-packed, starting with HDR support, Samsung and Sony both feature the standard HDR10 and HLG formats. But then Samsung adds HDR10 Plus while Sony opts for Dolby Vision. On the other hand, the LG G3 has all options. It has HDR10 Plus, yes, LG G3 has Dolby Vision. I think LG G3 is best in this area. Samsung continues to choose HDR10 Plus over Dolby Vision, which is a continuing frustration as more disc and streaming content from the likes of Netflix and Disney Plus supports Dolby Vision. Gamers should feel right at home on either of these TVs as they feature 4K 120Hz support via their HDMI 2.1 ports. However, while Samsung uses its own in-house chip which features 4 of these HDMI 2.1 ports, Sony is using the latest MediaTek Pentonic 1000, which has just two. Its other two HDMIs are of the older 2.0 specifications. What makes it worse is that one of these HDMI 2.1 sockets is also for ear. So if you need that for a soundbar of AVR, you'll have just one HDMI 2.1 socket left. That isn't ideal if you are a serious gamer who owns multiple consoles. Back to positive gaming features. Both sets support BRR and ALLM. Moving on from picture to sound, both TVs have smart functionality, although both use different systems. Samsung is using its Tizen operating system found on many more of its prior TVs. Here, you'll find all the streaming apps you would expect, such as Netflix, Disney Plus, Apple TV, and Amazon Prime Video, as well as some Samsung specific features such as Samsung TV Plus and Xbox game streaming. On the Sony side of things, you will find Google TV the same as on the A95K. Google TV can be found on other TVs as well as on the Google Chromecast with Google TV. It is a useful and intuitive smart platform with wide app compatibility. So we have no complaints regarding its return on the A95L. It also means you will be able to use Google Assistant to navigate the smart system via voice commands. On LG G3 web operating system is also very good. In this 3 TV, the picture quality LG G3 is also top notch. It's in clear black, but I prefer overall the Sony A95L if you compare these 3 TV. So what's your thought? Which TV you like most? Please write in the comments below. That's it from now. If you like this video, please subscribe and press the bell icon for future notifications update. I have another channel named Tech Gaming Villa. Whether I upload similar kind of tech videos, please visit this channel and subscribe for update. Have a good day. Thanks for watching.
To change up.